Hello everyone. This is Monday, December 6, 2021. On 11:14 a.m. Hello. December 6 on a Monday morning at 11:14. 11:15 a.m. And it's chilly, 5 degrees, feels like 1 degree Celsius here this morning. So this is going to be a cool walk. I'm in Dartmouth today, walking around. I'm in Dartmouth walking around today, starting at Tim Hortons on Portland. Yeah, we're just going to take a little walk around the city today and see what's going on. I know it's kind of cold out today, but it's not that bad. Once you get going, once you get moving around, it's not too bad. So let's take a walk up there and see where we end up. I have no plans. A lot of times I go out walking, I'm not sure where I'm going to go, but we start walking and it turns out to be quite interesting before we get done. So that's what we're going to do today. All right, we're going to come up here and we'll go down this way. Toward Prince Albert Street. This little street right here is this might be Prince Albert. I think they possibly, or it could be that one down there. We'll see. I think it's this one. No, I think the one down here where the white car is, that's Prince Albert. I believe. There's two streets that always get mixed up, Pleasant Street and Prince Albert. I guess because they both start with P. One of those things, I can't seem to get those two streets straightened out. Well, I think this is Pleasant down here. And this one is Prince Albert. This one is Pleasant, that one is Prince Albert. There we go, okay. We'll see if I'm right, see if that's how it looks when I get down here. Get a street sign here and see if I'm right. All right, the only street signs I got is the one across the street here, which I'm going to try to walk across here as soon as I can. But there's a lot of traffic here, so we'll see. I'll go when there's no cars because it's much easier that way. All right, so here we go. Let's go. Nothing coming, let's go. I want to see if this is called Prince Albert. I think it is. Yes, Prince Albert, there's the sign. The other one is Pleasant, that was Prince Albert. Okay, so we're walking out Prince Albert. Want to go through the park? All right, let's do that. Let's go through the park. A little bit of snow left, not much, but little traces here and there. It's cold today. I'm glad I got my hood on. Got my jacket with a hood, keeping me warm. So it's not too bad a day, but it's not a day you'd want to sit around your t-shirt. Put it that way, the wind's blowing. and not blowing severely, but it's blowing. And it's gusting. Every once in a while I get a gust of wind. It's quite cold. Then I'll get out of the wind for a while, and it's like that. All right, now these, you'd think by now I'd be familiar with all these streets back here, and I'd be able to tell you what they were, but no, I'm not really that good on them yet. I have to read the signs to see what they are. All right, we're going to walk across here. We're basically walking downtown up the back streets. That's what we're kind of doing. There's an old service station. It's still open, believe it or not. They're still doing work in there. No doubt they got some good mechanics in there, probably. It's probably been a family business for the last 25 years, 30 years, 40 years. And so it's one of those businesses that just hung on, even though it looks pretty bad right now, but probably still do good work in there. I've been by that garage before, and I've always kind of marveled at it, that it looks so awful, but it's still in business. So there must be good mechanics in there, probably family owned. Well, it certainly is a fall day. This is December, and we're almost into winter now. We're very close to winter. We had some snow, but it's all gone. But I think I heard there's more coming. So I can't wait because I want to make a snow video. I haven't gone out in the snow yet this year to make a video. Made a couple of rain ones. One was real heavy rain. I got my feet soaked there one day. And I think both days I got them soaked, but that one day was worse. So now enough of the rain. We're going to try to get a snow video soon. So I'll say good morning to all my friends out in Vancouver and Winnipeg and Ontario and wherever else you may be on this December day. I hope it's a little warmer than it is here today. So we're on the back streets of downtown Dartmouth. Some of the residential streets. The town is actually, or the city of Dartmouth, the downtown area is over there. But I'm just walking up some of the back streets here. Have a look at it. I've been on a few of them before, but just thought I'd do something different. We'll probably wind up downtown yet, but just wanted to cover some of the back streets. Show you that. It'd be nice to see some street signs here. I see one over here on this pole. So that way I can give you a clue as to where we are. This is Maple Street. And the street I'm going in on is I couldn't even pronounce it. It looked like Debilia or something like that. Well, the next time we come to, we'll see if we can see the sign a little better. And I'll tell you what street this is. Look at this, the veranda comes right to the sidewalk. Pretty cool. These houses are built on a side hill, so the bottom has an extra level. The backyard's about 1 story down from the front. Well, you can see that the trees are really bare, completely bare now. We were talking about that not long ago, and there's some leaves, but no, not now. They're bare. Once the trees are completely bare, that means winter is close at hand. And it won't be long until the snow is on the ground. They're predicting this year, the long-term weather prediction is the snow's not going to stay. It's going to get cold, it's going to snow, then it'll warm back up and it'll rain, or the sun will shine, and it'll be above zero and the snow will all go away. Then they will get another one, then it'll melt away. That's what kind of a year they're looking at this year. Well, we'll keep on going here. I'm not sure where this goes. Yep, but we'll find out. We're going to learn something new today. I think it's the dead-end road right here, then you can go down through the park. That's what I believe. Well, it's good to know these things instead of just stumbling on them. Well, maybe I can remember this now. Maybe. Takes me a while. Come on. I'm guessing this is Victoria Street. Don't know, but I'm guessing the street I'm coming to. Because Victoria comes up a steep hill and there's a park like this. I'm guessing this is Victoria. A sign would be really nice. But there is no sign here. Yeah, this is Dahlia. Dahlia Street. The one going down that way is Dahlia Street. This one going up this way, it looks like Victoria. Might be. I'm not going to go any farther up. You want to see a steep hill? First time we come down over this with a car, we were like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. It's all uphill from there. And then you go right down over this steep hill right here. So I think we'll just go down this way today. I won't go through the park. I could, but I think I'll just go this way. Now, if you're driving a car, you can't go down any farther than this right here. If you get right there, you have to make a right. The way that car went, because this is one way from here on down. And you have to go over there, then you make a left, and you go on back down to downtown. Do you find the late fall, when you know winter is really close, does it have a certain kind of feeling to it? when you just know it's over for this year. There's no more warm weather. We're just about into winter. We're only less than 3 weeks away from Christmas. Yeah, about 3 weeks. We're about 3 weeks to Christmas. So we're very close now to Christmas time. And the days are getting really short. Man, it's pretty well dark at 4:30 now. We got a lot of darkness right now. So most of us here in Canada, we endure the winter, but we're waiting for summer. That's what we're doing. Some people like the winter, like if you play hockey or snowmobile or skating or, I don't know, I'm not much for any of that stuff. I just kind of I used to just hibernate and wait for spring, but now not so much. Since I started making these videos, I'm out now in all kinds of weather walking around, which I don't mind that, because you need to walk regardless of the weather. You still have to get out and get exercise, one form or another. Oops, I got wind blowing there. I better cover my microphone a little bit. Yes, indeed, it's cold up here. With the wind blowing, I'm shielding my mic because I know you'll hear a lot of wind right now. The wind is blowing pretty good up here. Oops. Gotta be careful not to catch my mic cord. That's what happened. My mic cord got caught and I lifted my arm and it pulled my phone down around there. We'll see if I can level it up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Alright, I got a walk signal. I guess I'll walk across because they gotta wait for me here. Yes, I was on Victoria. I said it, thought that was Victoria. There's the sign, Victoria. There's a beautiful British-looking building for my friend Mohammed in Halifax, UK. Does that look like something that you'd see in Halifax, UK? I think so. There's a lot of stone buildings there. Not very many wooden structures by what I've seen from looking at the videos. Halifax, UK has a lot of stone structures. Almost all of them I looked at things. Here, not so much. We got lots of wooden buildings here in Halifax, Canada. Halifax, Nova Scotia, to be exact. We have lots of wooden structures. We do have some stone buildings, some British-looking style buildings, but we have a lot of wooden structures as well. So here we are in downtown Dartmouth today on a cold, chilly fall day, almost winter. I want to say a cold winter day, but it's not quite winter yet. We're just a step away from winter. Almost there. Late fall, late fall, almost winter. We're in a winter month. December is a winter month, but I think it don't start till 21st of December. So we got a little ways to go yet. I'll tell you what street this is when I see a sign, okay? I'm not real good at all these back streets here in Dartmouth. I probably know downtown Halifax better than I do Dartmouth. Although I live in Dartmouth, I didn't grow up here. I grew up in New Brunswick and spent half my life in Ontario. So there's, that's why I don't know my way around Dartmouth really good, even though I live in it. I've only been here 3 years. All right, let's see. I'll tell you what street this is. I'm on the corner of Dundas and Queen. There we go. I'm walking up Queen Street, which is one street in from Portland, which is the main street. But I wanted to walk around a little bit on the back street here because I walk Portland quite a bit. As exciting as it is, we have to look at the rest of the city. I got a video. By the time you see this one, you'll know the one I'm referring to. We were out at the Micmac Mall the other day, and we saw something I'd never seen before. A talking Christmas tree. So my next video, I mean the one you'll have already seen it when you see this one. It comes out just before this one. And I did a short video clip of a talking Christmas tree. There's this big face right in the middle of the tree, and it talks. So that's pretty cool. A talking Christmas tree. All right, let's go this way. I think they're gonna stop. So we'll go over this way. So that will be in the video. By the time you see this one, that one will have been out. And that's going to be part of it. It's the one with the Christmas lights at City Hall. On the end of that video is going to be the talking Christmas tree, which only lasts for a couple of minutes, but it's pretty cool. It was inside the mall. Usually you don't get away with doing too much video shooting inside of a mall, but because it was the tree, not just a walk through the mall, I got away with it. So nobody bothered me, and I did a 2 or 3 minute, maybe 2 minutes video of the talking Christmas tree. Well, I'm getting down to Portland Street, but I may not take Portland Street. I might just walk right across. Well, we'll go a little ways up Portland Street. I don't know how far. Let's see, how long have I been walking around? Rambling, 25 minutes. Wow, time flies. I don't know, I don't even feel like no more than about 10 minutes. I'm 25 minutes already. So it really is fun making videos. And the time goes good and you get your exercise in. It's just great all the way around. So even though it's cold, it's still fun. Let's go this way. This is probably something new, I'm guessing. I don't know how long it's been there, not long, because the buses don't usually go on the street. So I think it must be new. The buses just started going on the side streets in Dartmouth. Something new. Royal Canadian Legion. There's a lot of them around here. But not only just one, like in a small town. There's a whole bunch of Royal Canadian Legions in Halifax and Dartmouth. All right, I am at King Street and Queen Street. So let's go down King Street. Queen. Let's go down Queen. We came up King, we'll go down Queen. The corner of King and Queen in Dartmouth. I'm just trying to figure out what that place is over there. Escape Room Experience. Board game. Okay, some kind of a board game. I'm not sure what it is. I don't think I'll probably be trying it out. So I guess I won't be able to tell you what the experience is there. Parking is a 1/2 hour for $1.75, $3.50 an hour. And that little parking lot right there, it'll put you right in downtown Dartmouth. You can go just about anywhere from that location. $1.50 for half an hour isn't too bad. That place right there is called Queen Square, and I have never been in it. I think it's offices. I don't think it's retail. There might be something in there that's retail, but I think it's mostly offices. Here's a little park on the corner. In Ontario, they call these a parkette. If they're built into the corner like this. But this is Joe Howe Park. Joe Howe Park. So he's a famous person in Halifax. Joseph Howe. Lived from 1804 to 1873. He lived to be 69 from 1804 to 73. He lived to be 69 years old. Not real old by today's standards, but what did he do? He was a journalist, politician, public servant at the Northwest Army in Halifax, Nova Scotia of John Howe and Mary. This is the government house in Halifax. Let's see, what did he do? He helped his father as a postmaster. And Howe, okay, there we go. Howe lived in Dartmouth from 1862 to 1867. just when our country was formed, 1867. Working out of an office south of this park, his party lost to Charles Tupper and his Conservatives in the mid-1860s. Howe left politics for a few years, but after Tupper had brought Nova Scotia into Canada, Howe was persuaded to return and lead the fight against Confederation. So he was against Canada and Confederation. Anyways, they named the park after him. I guess he wanted to keep Nova Scotia separate. That was his legacy, I guess, Joe Howe. And such as it is, I think we're probably better off as a country. Joseph, here's a little thing here, Joseph Howe Park. And there's a little podium, so people who want to make a speech, you can stand behind this podium and talk to your audience that might be sitting in these chairs. Pretty cool or what? You can give a little talk there. Well, that's all right. Okay, I'm across from the ferry terminal, which is a good place to go and have a coffee on a cold winter's day, for sure. Let's go down here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to finish my video before I go for coffee. Then I'll go for coffee. That sound like a good deal to you? All right. So we're on Portland Street, Alderney Landing, they call it right here. Alderney Gate. Got a lot of names. Alderney Gate. Alderney Landing. Alderney Station. And the Dartmouth Regional Library is right there. And the ferry terminal is down into there and part of that building up there. Right? That's what that whole building is. Ferry terminal and library. We got a little Christmas tree thing over here, and there's some lights that they got set up here, but you probably won't see much of it today because it's still daytime. But I see the lights are on, and that Christmas tree they got over there. Looks like a manufactured tree. I'm sure that didn't grow in the woods, but we'll walk over and have a look at it. Quite windy here, to say the least. Look at the leaves blowing down the street here. It is very windy. I'm covering my mic, trying to keep the wind out of my microphone, because it is really windy down here. Let's have a look at this tree over here. Do you ever see a tree like that growing in the woods? Nah, I don't think so. I haven't. If you have, then you were drinking something stronger than coffee. Okay. And this is a strange tree. Here we are, getting into December pretty good, and the leaves are still on that tree. Remarkable. I don't know what kind of trees they are, or how come they still got the leaves, because everything else is bare. I'm not sure. Maybe because they got heat from these buildings and they're sheltered somewhat. I don't know. Want to take the walkway? Okay. If you got a scooter or a wheelchair or something and you can't take those stairs, this is a walkway built for people who have, even if you're walking with a walker, you might not want to go down those stairs. Well, that's what this is. If you have mobility issues, you can take this walkway. I just took it to show it to you guys, in case somebody be interested in coming down here. There's quite a little drop down here to the bottom. If you can't take those stairs, you can just take your time on this walkway, and you can still get up and down. Before we go inside for coffee, I'm going to walk over to the water. I know the wind is blowing really good today. Check for trains before we go across the track, because trains do come along here quite often. Look at the wind blowing these things around over here. The workers are busy working in here. Since now we're off season, nobody's really using the park much. Good time to do some work that need to be done. I do realize, as a lot of people do, that this ferry terminal could be a lot more than it is. It's a hub. Sure enough, it's a hub, because people come here, they walk down here in the summer and they hang out by the waterfront and they sit in these benches. They look out over the water. Sometimes you get a coffee in there at Tim Hortons, bring it out. But it could be so much more. There's a great potential here and it's not being used. This wharf down here, and this wharf, this area right here, we could have hot dog carts, hamburgers, we could have coffee, different things here, and we have vendors could be set up here all summer, and they probably do okay because this is used by a lot of people down here. I'm trying to shelter my mic because it's very windy. Okay, and you want to see some rough water? Look at this. This is what the wind on the ocean can do when it blows. Look at this. You haven't seen this for a while. Wow. It's blowing my camera around. Okay, we're getting out of here. This is rough. This is wild out here. I want to show you this water. I show you this. I don't want to be standing here if it does it again. Just looking up there. There's a ferry trying to get across here. You got to be rough. Look at this water and this wind. Wind. It's really bad. I didn't know the wind was blowing this hard when I left home. It wasn't blowing that hard when I left home. This is something that blew in since. Anyway, as I was saying, this area down here could be so much more than what it is. So maybe, just maybe, the stuff they're doing down here, well, maybe they're going to build the wharf out more, maybe they're going to add some things down here. One can only hope. This has great potential because people come down in here just to pass the time. There's a library in here. There's an area up there where I'm going to go to after a little bit. And after I get my coffee, I'm going to walk up there. Let's see, what are we at now? About 40 minutes, something like that. Well, there's part of the Christmas season to get joy up. To start. A lot of work going on here this winter. By the looks of things. We'll go in through here and go in the side entrance, I guess. Might be the best way to go. Go into the side entrance. I'm going to turn my camera off right here because I got to go to the washroom. And it would look a little funny taking a camera in there. So I'm going to turn it off for now, and we'll turn it back on after. Okay, I'm back. Had a coffee break at the ferry terminal, and now we're getting underway again. Hoping I can make it home without getting rained on. That's the next thing. I felt a few drops when I came out, but it's not too bad right now, so continue on, and hopefully I can make it home without getting too wet. If it starts to rain a lot, I'll just take the bus and I'll sign off from this video. If I've only got a little bit more to go on anyway, so if I have to sign off because it rained, that's okay. But if I don't have to, we'll keep going, okay? Oh, it's windy up here. There's supposed to be heavy rain this afternoon, so part of me tells me I probably won't make it home if I start walking without getting really wet, and I don't want to get my equipment wet, so I'll walk up here and we'll just hang out here a little bit and finish this off. I want to go back down and look at the water, see how big the waves are down there, because you don't usually see it like that here. Usually right here we're like in the harbor here, and it's calm compared to out on the ocean. And there's some pretty good waves, and they look pretty rough down there. So we might just go back and have another look at the water down there. I'm getting a little shelter right here from the wind, but it's very windy down there by the water. But I might just take a walk down anyways and see what it looks like. It's dark out too. It's very, very dark out. You can tell the storm is close. And it's going to rain heavy, and it's not going to get over with till, I think, tomorrow, halfway through the day maybe, something like that. I'd have to look at the weather again to check it, but what I can tell, about halfway through the day tomorrow, I think that's what it was. It's going to rain. It's going to rain 40 to 50 millimeters before it's done. I know that tree's a lot brighter now than it was because it's darker out. You can just tell the storm is close. So I'm going to walk back down here again and try to see, go down by the water again and see what it looks like, if it's calmer or rougher than it was when I was down there before. I had a nice little break in there, had a coffee and sat around for a while, and so that was really good. You'd think, see me taking this wheelchair ramp, that I was in bad shape or something and couldn't walk, but no, that's not the case. I'm just doing that for something to do. I'm quite capable of walking up and down the stairs. I just doing something different here. So when I finish this video off, I'm going to pack this stuff up and then I'll catch the bus and go home, because I'm afraid I'm going to get rained on if I try to walk it. And I don't want to get my equipment all wet and soaked, so we'll do a little bit of a walk down here by the water. It don't hurt to do that again. And they got the cranes working here. I don't know if they're cleaning up the harbor or what they're doing down there. They should have. Somebody told me they had some divers under the water there. So maybe they picked up some junk from the harbor. That could be it. Could be what they're doing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And they could be going to do a big job on that wharf. Possibly. I don't know. We will see. Time will tell. Well, let's go look at the water here. We might walk right on that wharf if it's not too windy. And try to... I can see the wind's pretty good out here. This water is rough. Very seldom you see this harbor this rough. Once you get out here, the wind's blowing hard. I'm going to try to steady my phone a little bit in case the wind tries to pull it. I don't want to pull it because it's on my gimbal. And I better not get too close to the edge. Well, it might wind up in the harbor because there's a lot of wind out here. We'll get out here as far as we can and try to look at this water. These waves. Ooh, yeah. Oops, I don't want to block it out with my glove. But it needs a little protection because there's a lot of wind. Look at that flag over there. Can you see that flag on that pole? It's down more than halfway. And it's really blowing. Let's try to have a look out here if we can. Yes, the wind is blowing pretty rough out here. You can see the waves in the water. Normally this is just this harbor is smooth, just a little bit of waves, not much normally, but there's quite a wind blowing out here, and there's a heavy rain coming. So, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to be taking the bus home because I don't want to try to walk in this. Not that I mind walking in the wind, but carrying my photography stuff, I don't think that's a good idea. So I'm going to go back. This is really windy out here. I know you can hear the wind in the microphone. I'll try to cover it because it's very noisy. I don't think there's too much worse sounding than wind in a microphone. It don't sound good. So we're going to make our way back over. Well, we saw this out here. This is pretty rough. This is like a tropical storm. Oh, not nice out here. I wouldn't want to be out on the ocean. I tell you that. If this is in the harbor. I bet you there's 30-foot waves out on the ocean today, maybe more, because we're in a sheltered harbor right here, and we're getting wind like that. You imagine out there in the open sea what that's like. Ooh. I'm glad I'm not a sailor today. Well, we'll walk back up to the bus shelter and I'll pack up my gear as best I can. I might not do a real good job at it, but we'll see. Try to pack it up. And then we'll wait for the bus. Because I don't want to risk this getting wet. It takes me about, from here to walk home from here is about 40 minutes, 45 minutes to get home. And it could be a downpour before I get there. And mainly I just wanted to sign off properly on the video anyway before I stop, because I took a break here to have a coffee and then come back out and finish my video, which is what I'm doing now. Now I go back up these steps. There's the ramp we walked down, but we're going to take the stairs back up. There's Portland Street right over there, going up the hill. But I'm not going to walk it today. I'm going to go to the bus shelter and pack up my equipment, and then we'll catch the bus. And hopefully I got enough time to pack this up before the bus gets here. Well, there's one bus, or I won't be catching that one. Not likely. That's not my bus anyway. So here we are in the bus shelter, and I'm going to sign off right here in the bus shelter. If you enjoyed this video, you could push that like button, and if you're not yet a subscriber, I'd love it if you become a subscriber and subscribe to my channel. That would be really good. And until next time, you have a great day and take care. We'll see you soon. Bye.